the PVL with its final decision on Alohi Robbins-Hardy just days before a new conference begins.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Lituncalao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
On the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bakuna's rejecting Esteban for the
First up, the NBA, another big game from Steph Curry as the Golden State Warriors take down the Boston Celtics. The Dubs winning the marquee matchup over the defending champs 118-112. Steph Curry looked even sharper in his second game back from an ankle injury. He put up 27 points and 9 assists. That includes this dish from the chef that set up a body-heeled dagger with 47 seconds left on the clock. The Warriors have now won 7 after 8 games, and the Celtics fall to 7-2.
How about a Joker Brody explosion at the Mile High City? The Denver Nuggets dealt the Oklahoma City Thunder their first loss of the season, 124-122, thanks to huge games from Nikola Jokic and Russell Westbrook. The two MVPs stepped up big to help the Nuggets overcome the absence of injured stars Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray. Jokic tallied a triple-double of 23 points, 20 rebounds, and 16 assists, while Westbrook turned back the clock against his original team and posted 29 markers, 6 boards, and 6 dimes. Denver improves its record to 5 wins and 3 losses, while OKC is now at 7-1.
How about this game, Chess? Some on-court drama as the Memphis Grizzlies put away the short-handed Los Angeles Lakers. Final score here, by the way, 131-114. Ja Morant and LeBron James went at it, busting out this too small celly. First up, Ja went up against Gabe Vincent, and then after this play, LeBron James posting up Ja. Ja wanted the charge, and then eventually LeBron also hitting Ja with the too little celebration. And Morant was called for a technical foul as a result. But in the end, he got the last laugh. Morant, along with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Jalen Wells, leading the Grizzlies' balanced attack with 20 points apiece. In the win, King James outscoring everyone with 39 points for LA, who did play without Anthony Davis due to a foot injury. Memphis is now at 5-4 this season, while LA is 4-4.
Only one team remains undefeated in the NBA, and they are the Cleveland Cavaliers. They beat the New Orleans Pelicans 131-122 to score their 9th straight win in as many games this season. This is the Cavs' best start in franchise history. Donovan Mitchell continued his stellar play as he led Cleveland's offense with 29 points. Caris LeVert and Jarrett Allen each had 16 markers. Evan Mobley chipped in 15 and Darius Garland 14. New Orleans is now at 3-6 this season.
Well, 8 more games in the NBA today.
Here's a look at the results. The Indiana Pacers deal the Orlando Magic their 5th straight loss, 118-111, while the Charlotte Hornets escape the Detroit Pistons 108-107 on a buzzer beater from Brandon Miller. Stay tuned because we've got that shot in our highlight reel. Andre is going to show that to you guys later. Meantime, the Atlanta Hawks get a 121-116 win over the New York Knicks to spoil Karl Anthony Towns' massive double-double. As for the Houston Rockets, they coasted to a 127-100 dub over the San Antonio Spurs in a classic Texas rivalry matchup.
Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks get their 5th win of the new season after routing the Chicago Bulls 119-99. Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns rally from 15 points down to stave off the Miami Heat 115-112. over in Sacramento. The DeMar DeRozan and Domantas Sabonis show delivered the Kings 122-107 victory over the Toronto Raptors. And lastly, the Los Angeles Clippers pile on the struggles of the Philadelphia 76ers 110-98 as Paul George plays his first game back in LA since joining Philly.
Over at the PBA, TNT is now just one win away from defending their crown. We'll talk to Calvin Oftana live as the Tropangiga look to close things out in Game 6 of the Governor's Cup Finals. Stay tuned here on Play by Play.
Welcome back to Play by Play, only here on One News. The TNT Tropangiga look to close things out tomorrow in Game 6 of the PBA Governor's Cup Finals. They are now just one win away from defending their crown after a dominant 99-72 Game 5 win over Barangay Ginebra San Miguel last night. TNT bouncing back from losing 2 in a row after going up 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. Coach Shot Reyes notes TNT didn't lose focus despite going astray a bit with its back-to-back losses in Games 3 and 4. The 9-time champion coach praises the team for not panicking, which let them stay within their game plan. Reyes also credits their winning formula of playing tight defense and key players like Kelly Williams and Reynan Batak for stepping up offensively.
I think that was the most important thing for us not to panic and keep our heads around us so that we could make good decisions. Our focus on our strength, which has been our strength the whole tournament long, and that was our defense. And I said, let's go back to what got us here, and that is just playing great defense. And very fortunately, the players responded.
And ahead of Game 6 tomorrow, let's talk to one of TNT's key guys, former Sun Better Red Line, former NCAA MVP, Calvin Oftana, joining us live via Zoom. Cal, magandang gabi. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play. Maraming salamat, Cal.
Hi, Calvin.
Hi, Kadre. Good evening. Good evening po.
Kal, okay, unang-una, ganda ng laro mo kagabi, 15 points, 6 of 10 shooting from the field, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Di lahat nakaka-step up sa finals. Si Ray medyo nagsa-struggle pa dito sa finals, pero ikaw, I've covered this kid since his NCAA days in San Beda, so I know what he can bring. Finals, nag-MVP, 3-time champion. Pero gaano kahalaga yung lahat ng pinagdaanan mo, even your experience with TNT, especially here in this final series against Ginebra once again in the Governor's Cup Finals?
I think Kuya Dre, parang mas iba to ngayon eh. This is my second finals appearance. Last time we have Mikey as our go-to guy na which we can rely on talaga in tough times. But right now, parang isa na ako sa mga talagang inasahan na pag hindi kumayod, talagang matalo kami. So parang it's like a big thing sa akin kasi nga lalo na pag ngayong finals na to, ayokong isipin na after nito pag hindi man lang kami nanalo na isipin ko sarili ko na hindi ko nagawa yung dapat kong gawin para manalo, and ayokong isipin na sarili ko na nandun na ako na sayang na dapat ganun nangyari at ganito ginawa ko. So isang malaking bagay din para sa family ko, sa anak ko na parang naging siya basketball enthusiast na din. Na every game nandun siya, natutuwa siya every time na nasa loob ako. Minsan chumicheer pa sa kalaban. So parang ganung bagay na umalakpak sa kalaban eh.
Talaga? Sino pinalakpakan, Kal? Sino yung pinalakpakan niya? Si Brownlee?
Pag nakakashoot si Brownlee, si Scotty, pumapalakpak eh. Sabi ko, okay lang naman si Ninong, palakpakan mo rin si Daddy.
Ninong naman niya si Scotty, so okay lang.
Yeah. So para mga ganung bagay. So, and isa din sa kasi nga knowing na I have the back of my at my back yung mga teammates ko, coaches, yung staff. So syempre big factor na rin yung management. So malaking bagay talaga.
And Calvin, kanina lang napanood natin yung post-game interview nila Coach Shot na sinabi nga niya, you guys had to go back to what got you there in the first place. Great defense. And ramdam na ramdam ni Justin Brownlee yung depensa ninyo sa kanya. And anyone who watches the PBA, anyone who watches Philippine basketball knows na hindi madaling depensahan ang isang Justin Brownlee.
8 points, 3 of 13.
Na-limit siya to 8 points. In Game 5 of the PBA Finals, paano nyo nagawa to?
8 points lang pero hindi naman siya naglaro ng buong game eh. I think nag-sat down siya under 6 minutes ng third quarter. So if ever na mangyari na nakapaglaro siya ng buong quarter, I think that won't happen na maging 8 points na siya. Knowing Brownlee, I've been with him ever since yung sa Asian Games namin na nag-comeback kami with a 2 deficit sa China. So I'm not there na 8 points lang na first sa career ni Justin Sakan, pero wala sa akin yun kasi I know Justin more than anyone else na nakita lang yung production niya in that quarter na naglaro siya. And yun nga sa depensa, talagang yun doon kami nakafocus sa kanya eh. Ever since nag-start yung mag-start pa lang yung finals, talagang yung namin scouting is limit Justin. Because we know Justin capability na talagang aahunin niya yung mga kasama niya. Hindi lang yung scoring niya, yung presence niya sa loob ng court. So parang yung nasa isip namin is limitahan na lang yung mistakes and miscommunication sa depensa to Brownlee.
Kal, isang panalo na lang kayo. I'm sure kahit si Coach Chod sinasabi, huwag kayo masyado ma-excite dahil ang Ginebra, babawi yan, mag-a-adjust yan. Kayo naman, kayo nila Jason, nila Roger, Ronde, Ray, ano sinasabi ni Coach Chot sa inyo, pinag-uusapan nyo na sustain, ano yung kailangan nyo i-sustain, i-maintain, at yung kailangan nyo pang i-adjust para makuha nyo na ulit yung kampyonato sa Governor's Cup?
Same kwan lang naman sa kwan namin kanina eh, sa viewing namin, like mga mistakes na little mistakes na that we can improve palalo sa Game 6 kung gusto naming manalo. Mga miscommunication na lalo na kay Brownlee talaga kasi isang mali mo kay Brownlee, isang kwan na magkakamali kang depensa sa kanya, automatic opensa na kayo ulit eh. Parang stop yung depensa agad, opensa na kayo pag nagkamali kayo ng depensa kay Brownlee. And hindi lang kay Brownlee, we look forward in kina Holtz, Hamnisi kasi sila yung big factor the whole tournament din, mga kanila mga decision making and all the stuff na ginagawa nila na pinahirapan nila kami. Kay Scotty naman, alam naman natin kung ano yung strength ni Scotty, yung hustle niya sa loob ng court, yung leadership niya. So, yung mga ganung bagay na talagang hindi lang kailangan isang tao yung gagawa, kundi buong team talaga.
And then, syempre, Calvin, do or die na to for Barangay Ginebra. Alam natin, babawi si Justin. Alam natin na inaaral na lahat ng adjustments ng coaching staff, gagawin nila bukas. But, yung hindi mawawala, and on a Friday night, ang Ginebra crowd.
Sumisigaw, Ginebra!
Ano na ang mga, alam mo na, yung mga ine-expect nyo, yung mga kailangan nyong paghandaan, dahil alam nyo na rin yung ipapasok nyo dun sa arena, na lahat ng tao nagsisigawan na?
Knowing Ginebra, every time na kahit di naman finals, every time na makalaro mo sila, it's not just them na yung magiging kandun X factor. Nandun yung crowds. And ever since naman, kahit siguro hindi pa ako naglaro, Ginebra is a fan-based team na talagang tinatangkilik ng mga tao. I don't know, sana magkaroon din nga kami ng gano'n, no? So, pero yun nga yung maganda eh, like playing in the finals, nakalaban mo yung Ginebra, ang daming manood na hindi mo gaano nakikita sa mga elimination sa quarters. So, para sa akin is nakaka-boost ng confidence, like lalo na pag dikdikan na back and forth yung shoots. So, nandun yung mga sigawan, mga chanting na gusto mong marinig para mag-boost yung kandil. Hindi lang naman para sa akin yun, para sa kanila yun, parang sa amin talagang namomotivate din kami. And nung pagpasok pa lang ng finals, we talked to some of our guys naman na to be ready with that. Kasi they gonna say what they want kasi yun yung binayad nila para manood ng finals. And just be ready and be composed na lang sa laro.
Cal, maraming salamat ulit sa oras mo. Regards sa misis mo and sa anak mo. Sabi mo, huwag na mag-cheer kay Scotty. Pati kay
Ikaw naman muna.
Ikaw muna.
Idol niya yun. Idol yan.
Hindi ikaw. Sabi mo, nak, 3-time NCAA champion ako. Nag-champion na rin ako sa PBA at dati ako NCAA MVP. Cal, salamat sa oras mo. Good luck sa Game 6. Thank you. Sunod ulit, ha. Thank you, Cal. Maraming salamat.
Basta ikaw.
Matik. TNT, Tropang Giga forward. Calvin of Tana, thank you.
Following their 27-point defeat in Game 5, Barangay Ginebra San Miguel are eager to move on to Game 6 and possibly force a winner-take-all Game 7. Do-it-all guard Scotty Thompson admits that the Gin Kings were simply outworked by the Tropang Giga in the pivotal Game 5. The defending champs handed Ginebra its worst finals loss since a 132-94 result against San Miguel Beer in Game 3 of the 2018 Commissioner's Cup Finals. Head coach Tim Cohn says his team felt a little satisfied by tying the series at 2 games apiece. Despite the deflating loss like this, Cohn remains defiant, saying that Ginebra just lost one battle and not the entire war.
It's not the way we planned it, no. But, it's a one game in the series. It's not the series. And our job, my job, is to win a series, not to win one game. So our back is to the wall, and we'll have to come out with a little bit of desperation in Game 6. No one feels worse about losing a game like this than me, but losing a 30-point game, losing a 1-point game, it's the same in the series. So just got to move on, ready for Game 6, and see what we can do in Game 6. I know our fans feel bad about it. Everybody feels bad about it. Our team feels bad about it. But the bottom line is, it's just one game in a series. If it happened in Game 1 or Game 2 or Game 3, you know, they came out and played, and you got to give them. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the other team. They were ready. They were hungry. And we were a little satisfied after our 2 wins.
Outplayed nila kami, no? They come up really aggressive this game, and then that's it. Yung adjustment nila talaga nag-work sa kanila, and it's time for us na kami na mag-adjust next team, no? We lose as a team, we win as a team. We played bad lahat kami, no? Not just JB, I think all of us. And then lahat din sila sa TNT na lang maganda yung ginawa nila. So we just have to keep positive next game.
Don't miss Game 6 of the PBA Governors Cup Finals between Barangay Ginebra and the TNT Tropang Giga. That game will take place still at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, tomorrow, Friday, November 8th at 7:30 p.m. Again, TNT just one win away from winning it all again in the Governors Cup on Ginebra eyes to force a do-or-die Game 7. Of course, you can catch the games live on RPTV and on PBA Rush. When we return, we'll check out the reaction of some of the PVL's biggest stars after being asked to sign a photo of theirs from the past. Don't miss out on that play-by-play. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hardy must go through the draft before playing in the league. The league reiterates its position in a statement after the Farm Fresh Foxies made an appeal to let Robbins Hardy compete in the 2024-25 All-Filipino Conference. The league cites a memorandum that was released on May 1st, which says all athletes who have not played in the league since it turned professional in 2021 until the first conference of 2024 must go through the draft process. The league adds it shared back in June a list of veteran players eligible for direct hiring, and Robbins Hardy was not on the list. Earlier today, Farm Fresh team owner Frank Lau released a statement saying he had a gentleman's agreement with PVL President Ricky Palou back in June that Robbins Hardy will be allowed to play in the league if she submits a valid Philippine passport. Lau said he's frustrated that the PVL will not allow Robbins Hardy to play unless she goes through the PVL rookie draft, which takes place next year. Farm Fresh held a press conference where Robbins Hardy showed her new Philippine passport. The Philam setter said she's already obtained the proper documentation, making it easier for her to suit up for Alas Pilipinas if called upon. Farm Fresh officials also showed a letter of no objection showing that 5 out of the 11 other teams agreed for the Foxies to scoop up Robbins Hardy without going through the draft. The PVL says its official guidelines take precedence over all other considerations. It adds that these regulations were presented to all teams and accepted by the same. Spikers turf action resumes tomorrow with a triple header at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. First up, we have the D Navigators going up against Eco Oil LaSalle at 2 p.m. The Green Oilers are 2-0 so far in the Invitational Conference and will look to continue their unbeaten run against the 1-3 D Navigators. Next, we have Criss Cross looking to bounce back from their 5-set defeat against Signal last weekend. The King Crunchers will face surging PGJC Navy Sea Lions at 4 p.m. And lastly, we have the undefeated FEU DN Steel looking to go 5-0 against the winless Martelli meets Master Butchers at 6 p.m. You can catch all the Spikers Turf games live on One Sports Plus and on the Pilipinas Live app.
Well, we've got a special set of highlights for you tonight, courtesy of the NBA. A lot of games happening. Let's start off with this lob from James Harden from before the half-court line. What an alley-oop! That's one of Harden's 6 assists. And interestingly, that was Jones' only field goal off the game. Clips win here, 110-98. They beat the Sixers. On to the next play. How about this Jarrett Allen deflection? No, that leads into a fast break for the Cavs. What a block by Allen on Eve Missy. And that block was one of the biggest reasons why Cleveland remains as the only undefeated team in the NBA. The Cavs beat the Pelicans 131-122. From one rejection to another, Peyton Watson saying no on SGA that could have tied the game. It was a game-winning block from Peyton Watson to save it for the Denver Nuggets, winning at home against their rivals, the OKC Thunder, a monster powerhouse in the West. And then another play for the Golden State Warriors fans at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Curry driving, kick out to his new splash brother, Buddy Hield. Bang, bang, bang. And this one was pretty much the dagger with less than a minute to play. And the Warriors got a 7-point lead after that big three from Buddy Hield. And the Warriors beat the C's 118-112, Hield with 16 points. And last but definitely not the least, Grant Williams with a brick and game winner! Game winner from Brandon Miller! And look at LaMelo Ball almost kissing Brandon Miller after that game-winning 0.6 left. Look at that. Right in the nick of time for Brandon Miller. And Melo was so happy. And the rest of the Hornets prevailing 108-107, beating the Detroit Pistons. Madam Cheska, do you still want me to ask you what was your favorite? O wag na.
Bakit may Okay, we all love game winners.
Yes.
We all love game winners. But can we please give this to James Harden, to Kai Jones?
That lob.
That lob.
Kai Jones,
But
yes.
also that was Kai Jones' only score.
Only field goal of the
Only
game.
field goal for
And
the game.
you know what? Ako may konti akong, somewhere out there, Klay Thompson probably watching Steph
That's why
Curry's
hindi
new
ko
splash
mabigay kay
brother,
Bud. I'm
Buddy
sorry.
Hield.
I need time.
Yeah.
I
the
need
process.
time to accept
that there's a new splash brother in town in Buddy
So,
Hield.
I'm not gonna lie, it hurt a little bit when I heard the new splash brother. Oh. But yeah, we need time to accept this.
Okay. How about before we go? What do we have?
All right, before we go, we have a special treat for all you PVL fans out there. Perfect for a Throwback Thursday. You might have seen this trend on social media, but here's one with some of your favorite stars. Check out this special One Sports Timeout edition of signing your old photos.
Pwede pong magpa-autograph.
Ah, sige. Hoy! Bakit to? Ah, sige. Hoy! Bakit to? Ito yung ano ko, I think, naalala ko, it's my last year, 4th year ko sa palarong pangbansa. So, eto, nagtitraining kami nito sa Angeles. Forma lang, kala mo talagang babae.
Oh my God, no!
Ano photo to? Hi, Lord!
Oh my God, guys, hindi niyo naman ako ng high school. 2006, first year high school. Wow! Nag-glow up ba? Nag-glow up naman. Sana po. Ay, ito may classmate, Riel. She's a swimmer.
Ay! Okay no? Tama
Kasama pa yung nanay ko. Tapos tuturuan kita ka? Okay. Tsaka ako naman dito. Ito, graduation ko siya. Graduation ko nung high school. Sobrang happy ng mama ko, di ba? Kasi magka-college na ako niyan, no? Di ba? Tsaka ako dito, manda na sana ako, Char. Ay, wow! Ang tagal na nito. Ang haba ng buhok ko. Ang ganda ko dito.
Thank you po. Sa Binisto, may sipon ako dito. Hindi ko alam ba't nandito ako. Hindi naman ako nag-date kasi single ako dito. Pero nag-dinner lang kami siguro ng manager namin.
Nakakatakot yan, ha? Parang kinakabahan ako sa photo. Oh my God! Nakakatakot na siya. Pangit ko. Simula grade 4 to senior high na grade 11, 4 yung sports ko. Volleyball, basketball, badminton, table tennis. Which is pwede pa siya before na pagsabay-sabayin. Kakapag-champion ako sa lahat ng sports na yun. Kaya ang dami kong medal. Pero nag-decide ako na mag-focus na lang sa volleyball nung after nung senior high kasi hindi na pwedeng mag-dual sports eh. Like, mahirap na siya for a college student. Nag-focus ako sa volleyball kasi feeling ko doon ako mag-grow, doon ako aangat sa career ko. Thank God, nabibless ako sa mga ano ko.
From this to
Oh my God, sobrang pang...
I love it! I love it! I love it! Dapat meron din para sa'yo. Yung tingnan natin. Ako mahaba pa buhok siguro. Sabi ko, parang si Pangs. Si Pangs.
Ikaw na lang.
Tawa ako dun kay Jeanette Panaga kay Pangs kasi na-cover ko din siya sa NCA. Ganun na yung buhok niya. So, it's nice to see na ang haba pala ng hair niya, may ponytail. And also to see Eliza and si Cici. May sipon pa doon. Okay lang, pag nagsama naman sila ni Bernadette Pons, and you know what they're called?
Sipons, yes.
Exactly. So, perfect yun. But that was really fun. Thank you to the players as well. That's all we have for tonight. Catch us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play.
That's right. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Latangkalo. Thank you for watching.